with meteorologist Sheldon Brashears.
I think it's okay to wear your coat the rest of the day.
I think so. I think you might want it for sure. And you're going to want to trade out just the regular coat for like the gloves and the beanie and the snow shovel and everything going into your Tuesday, because we're going to get the cold. It's going to stick around, but we're going to bring in a little bit of snow as well. So let's take a look how things are shaping up so far for your Monday. Got some thin wispy clouds. Overall, wouldn't necessarily call that overcast just yet, but I think we're going to see more cloud cover as we go throughout the day. Looking outside right now, you'll notice it's 41 degrees. We're seeing that southeast wind at 17 miles an hour. Feels like it's only 32 out there, so it's pretty chilly out there. And well, it's really not going to warm up just a whole lot as we go throughout the day. Looking at your day track forecast, we were 27 at 9 a.m., barely here in the 40s by the lunchtime hour. We'll see a daytime high here in Amarillo of about 47 degrees. You'll see places up north maybe settling in the 30s with maybe some 50s in the warmest places down off towards the south, dropping down in the 30s pretty quickly. We'll see east-southeasterly winds about 10 to 20 miles an hour for most of the day today. But let's talk about what everybody's talking about. Let's talk about some snow chances. Like I said, it's going to be starting tonight, and it may not leave until tomorrow night. This could be a well over 24-hour kind of event. So what we're seeing right now, we've got this low pressure system right there just to the south of the Arizona-Utah state line right now, tracking its way this direction. Lately, all these low pressure systems have been going north of us, giving us what's called the dry slot, dry windy conditions. But this one, it's going to dip down around El Paso and then push off towards the east. That's exactly what we want it to do. That's what's going to yield the most snow for our area. So let's take a look at our forecast. We're going to be socked in with cloud cover most of the day today, and then we'll start seeing tonight 10, 11 o'clock. That'll be 10 o'clock for those of you down in eastern New Mexico. Starting to see some snow, maybe a little bit of rain mixed in with it as well. It depends on how fast that air cools. We're not really expecting any freezing rain or anything like that. This is mainly going to be a snow event. But watch what happens going into the overnight hours. This is 2 a.m., so this is going to be before everyone's waking up. Still some rain possible down in the southeast, like I said, as that air gradually cools, but then snow just becomes the dominant form of precipitation, and well, it becomes dominant around much of the areas. We're going to see more widespread snow. Does kind of taper off up in the northern parts of the area. You'll see heavier snow down off in the southeast, where maybe that moisture content in the air is just a little bit richer, but you're going to see widespread snow. That's 5 a.m., 7 a.m., getting ready to start your day. Heavy snow down off towards the southeast, but it's still going. This has been going now for over 5 hours by this point in the day. 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, going into lunchtime. We may start to see it taper off in the west first. Still seeing some scattered little fingers of snow right there. Heavier bands still right there kind of in the southeastern part of the area, but Amarillo still seeing snow. As we go on into the afternoon, we start to see what's called wraparound moisture. So some of these northern towns may see a second round a little bit lighter, but still that snow is going to be possible. Pretty well cleared off in the west. So really now we're focusing on that eastern half of the area. That's 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock going into the overnight hours. Could see some lingering little scattered snow showers, some spotty clouds here and there. You might see some light little flurries off in the western ends of the area. But by Wednesday night going into, or Tuesday night going into Wednesday morning, the main event of the snow is pretty well going to be coming to an end. We start to see those snow chances really taper off. But let's talk totals. As you can see right here, a heavy 3 to 6 inches from Amarillo down off towards the south. As you can see, a light dusting up north, 1 to 3 inches just in between Amarillo and the Oklahoma Panhandle. And then possibility of a very heavy pocket there down in the southeast, 6 inches plus. Could see quite a bit of snow down off in the southeast. So because of that, your liquid equivalent might see places down off towards the south getting upwards of 1 inch of moisture out of the snow here in Amarillo. Could be anywhere from maybe 1/4 to 1/2 an inch of moisture once it's all said and done. So very wet snow. That's some very good news. We always like to see that. In terms of impacts, of course, we're going to be expecting several inches of snow. Could cause travel hazards. You're going to see it compact on the roads. Limited visibility from heavy snow, but the winds won't be so bad tomorrow, so we're not going to see blowing snow. Wind chills won't be extremely terrible. Could see some slick surfaces, so definitely keep a close eye out for that. Looking at that 7-day supercast, we will be in first alert mode for tomorrow, so keep it locked here on News Channel 10, our social media channels, our first alert weather app. We're going to be giving you updates all day long. 47 your high for today, 25 tonight, 33 for your high tomorrow. But Allie, I can't describe how happy it makes me feel to put 90% on our moisture chances. It's been a long time since we've been able to do that, and thankfully it's coming when it is, because as you can see, things do look to dry out after that. We'll see sunshine. So by midday Wednesday, most of the harsh impacts, there might still be some snow on the ground, but roadways ought to be clear by Wednesday for sure. But 90% chance of some heavy snow tomorrow. Like I said, it ought to be heavy wet snow, so we're going to get a lot of moisture out of it. Good for snowball fights, good for making a snowman, all the things you want out of a snow, I think.
All righty. I've been saving a big piece of cardboard to my kiddos sliding down.
I mean, I think we're going to get that chance. I mean, we're going to be all hands on deck here at News Channel 10. I'm going to show you where all the snow is. It's going to be a good time for sure, so keep it locked here.
All righty. Thanks so much, Sheldon. Stay with us.